You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 31st of December. PM Modi chairs key pre-budget meet. India becomes fourth largest economy. After Trump, China claims credit for ending India-Pakistan conflict. And Bangladesh bids farewell to Khalida Zia, thousands attend funeral. And now for all the details. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a pre-budget meeting with leading economist and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in New Delhi on Tuesday, amid reports that India has overtaken Japan to become the world's fourth largest economy. The meeting themed Atmanirbharta and structural transformation agenda for Viksit Bharat focused on key priorities for the Union Budget 2026-27. The discussion comes as India's growth momentum strengthens. A government release said real GDP grew 8.2% in the second quarter of financial year 2025-26, a six-quarter high driven largely by resilient domestic demand. Inflation has eased sharply, with CPI falling to 0.71% in November 2025, while unemployment declined to 4.7%, the lowest since April. Merchandise exports also improved, reaching $38.13 billion in November. With GDP estimated at $4.18 trillion, officials say strong consumption, expanding industrial and services sectors, and stable financial conditions continue to support India's growth outlook. And after former US President Donald Trump's mediation claims, China has now asserted that it helped diffuse India-Pakistan tensions following the military confrontation in May 2025. Speaking at a symposium in Beijing, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said China had mediated tensions between the two countries, claiming it adopted an objective and just stance while addressing global conflicts. Wang said conflicts and cross-border tensions had increased worldwide and claimed China played a role in several flashpoints, including northern Myanmar, the Iranian nuclear issue, the Palestine-Israel conflict, and India-Pakistan tensions. His remarks come months after India launched Operation Sindoor following the April 22 terror attack in Pahalgam, targeting terror infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. China's role during the standoff had drawn scrutiny due to its military support to Pakistan. India has consistently rejected any third-party role in the de-escalation. The Foreign Ministry said the four-day confrontation ended through direct communication between the Directors General of Military Operations on May 10 without external mediation. And Bangladesh bid a state farewell to former PM Khalida Zia in Dhaka, with thousands attending her funeral on Wednesday. Several world leaders were present as the nation said goodbye to its first woman prime minister, who died at 80 after a prolonged illness.
A sea of mourners gathered in Dhaka on Wednesday for the funeral of Bangladesh's first woman prime minister and BNP chairperson Khalida Zia, who died at the age of 80 after a prolonged illness. India's Foreign Minister Jaishankar also went to Dhaka and met Tariq Rahman, acting chairman of BNP and son of Khalida Zia, and handed over to him a personal letter from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to convey condolences. During the funeral, Chief Advisor of the interim government Muhammad Yunus, along with other dignitaries, attended the prayers as Khalida Zia was laid to rest. Bangladesh observed a public holiday and entered a 3-day period of state mourning, marking a moment of national remembrance.
This is a big time loss for us, for the country as well, and we have lost a great leader, President Zia Rahman's wife, Begum Khalida Zia. She was unconditionally a great leader. I don't think someone else can fill that gap.
আর আমাদের বাংলাদেশের অনেক বড় একটা দেশপ্রেমিক আমরা হারাইলাম, জাতি বুঝবে ওনাকে। আমরা প্রতিটা বাংলাদেশের মানুষ আজকে লক্ষ জনতা এখানে এসেছেন ওনার জানাজায় অংশগ্রহণ করার জন্য। তো আমি সবার কাছে বলবো আমার পক্ষ থেকে আমার নেত্রীর জন্য যেন প্রাণ ভরে দোয়া করেন, আল্লাহ তাআলা যেন ওনাকে জান্নাতবাসী করেন।
Despite being out of power since 2006 and spending years in jail or under house arrest, Khalida Zia and her center-right BNP retained strong public support even during Sheikh Hasina's 15-year rule. The BNP is now seen as the frontrunner in the parliamentary election scheduled for February. Her son, Tariq Rahman, returned last week after nearly 17 years in self-exile, and is widely viewed as a leading prime ministerial contender. Since August 2024, following a student-led uprising that ousted Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh has been governed by an interim administration led by Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus.
The UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, in the report released on Tuesday, has announced that Afghanistan will remain one of the world's largest humanitarian crises in 2026. The UN agency has said that approximately 21.9 million people, nearly 45% of country's population, will require humanitarian assistance in the upcoming year due to various recurrent issues such as years of conflict, natural disasters, and large-scale return of displaced people. Of those, 17.5 million people, more than three-quarters of them women and children, have been prioritized for support under the coordinated response, it added. Meanwhile, the United Nations has launched a $1.71 billion humanitarian appeal for Afghanistan in 2026 to tackle the problem and aims to assist millions of people through food, healthcare, shelter, water, nutrition, and cash support. Moving on, Nepal's two biggest political rivals, the Nepali Congress and the CPN-UML, have hinted at possible cooperation ahead of the March parliamentary elections, raising speculation about a pre- or post-poll alliance. UML chair and former PM KP Sharma Oli said there is no alternative to Congress and UML working together to protect democracy, though he stopped short of confirming a formal pre-election alliance. The Kathmandu Post, citing sources in a report, said initial talks on seat sharing have begun but remain inconclusive. The two parties are also likely to cooperate in the upcoming National Assembly elections, with discussions underway to split vacant seats evenly. Meanwhile, both Congress and UML lawmakers have petitioned the Supreme Court seeking restoration of the dissolved House of Representatives. Congress leaders have echoed the need for cooperation during a national crisis while maintaining electoral competition. Even without a pre-poll deal, a post-election coalition remains a strong possibility if no party secures a majority. And as India gears up to welcome New Year 2026, tourist destinations across the country are witnessing a massive rush of visitors. Meanwhile, the border security force remains on high alert along the borders, carrying out round-the-clock patrols in harsh winter conditions. We have a report.
As the countdown to New Year 2026 begins, tourist destinations across India are witnessing a massive influx of visitors. Popular hotspots such as Manali in Himachal Pradesh, Khata Shamji and Jaslamar in Rajasthan, and Guwahati in Assam have come alive with tourists arriving with families and friends to enter the new year with lifetime memories. Visitors in Manali were seen enjoying leisurely walks along Mall Road and Atal Chowk from early morning, while many thronged temples to seek blessings and good fortune for the year ahead. Local residents at the tourist hotspots said they are hopeful that the tourist rush will help boost work and income during the holiday season.
Jaisalmer is a very beautiful city. It's properly ancient, intricate design is very, very soothing and very natural. It's not artificial, and their welcoming nature is very nice.
Meanwhile, along the international border, the border security force remains on high alert. The BSF personnel continue round-the-clock patrols despite dense fog and harsh winter conditions. Fully equipped and vigilant, the forces are braving multiple challenges to ensure security and prevent any infiltration, even as celebrations unfold across the country.
Of course, ठंड तो ज़्यादा है और धुंध भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. विजिबिलिटी रात के टाइम तो बहुत ज़्यादा पुअर हो जाती है, तो ड्यूटी करने में दिक्कत ना आए हमको. और इसके लिए हम जो हमारी पेट्रोलिंग पार्टी है उसकी फ्रिक्वेंसी बढ़ा देते हैं, और इसके अलावा जो हमारे कैमराज और जो सर्विलांस सिस्टम लगा हुआ है उसकी हम मदद लेते हैं और पूरे एरिया को 24/7 डोमिनेट करके रखते हैं ताकि किसी भी तरीके को गतिविधि को काउंटर पार्ट अंजाम ना दे पाए.
And that's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Till then, good night.